Good afternoon. Don't we live in amazing times? Science has given us the electron microscope so that we can see the most infinitesimal of God's creation. And yet in these times and days we can also place telescopes in outer space and see the vastness of God's creation and even other worlds around faraway suns. God's creation is absolutely amazing, and it's something we shouldn't miss. I'd like to share with you today from Common English Bible, from Psalm 111, verses 1 through 4. Hear God's word. Praise the Lord. I thank the Lord with all my heart in the company of those who do right, in the congregation. The works of the Lord are magnificent. They are treasured by all who desire them. God's deeds are majestic and glorious. God's righteousness stands forever. God is famous for his wondrous works. The Lord is full of mercy and compassion. I knew of a man years ago who knew that his days were numbered, and he loved being outside, especially in the evening at sundown. In fact, back in those days, he had a family movie camera, and it had sound on it even. And he would stand out there on some evenings when the sunset seemed absolutely gorgeous, and he would take pictures of the sun going down and all the colors and the clouds in the sky, and as the shadows stretched out across the ground. And in the evenings, when he was by himself or if he woke in the middle of the night, he would turn a few of those sunsets on his television on, and that would capture his imagination. He would just smile to himself, thinking, what a gorgeous and wonderful world this is. I also knew a woman one time that went into some remission from a disease that she had, and she treasured each and every one of her days. In fact, if you sat down and talked with her about her day, she didn't talk about how poorly it was going. She often talked about how her bulbs had come up in the yard and how gorgeous and beautiful they were and how she watched them mature over the days. There's an awful lot that goes on in this world that draws our attention in other places. Sometimes those places are harsh and dark. Sometimes we forget that God is right here in this place, still creating in front of us. Sometimes we may even doubt God's existence. But the truth of the matter is life is precious. If you look out over the creation, there's some rareness to it as well. And each and every breath that we take is a gift from God. Let's not forget that, no matter what our times may bring us, that God is very busy working in our hearts and our lives, but also working in the world around us, gifting us with much, especially the gorgeousness of this creation, in its vastness and even in its infinitesimal. It is a work of art, often beyond the imagination. Think on these things. Let your heart be filled with God's glory. Grace be with you. God's peace be yours. Amen.